Hey everyone, thanks for listening to the Grow Your Life podcast. My name is Jeremiah Krakowski, and on this podcast I show coaches, course creators, trainers, and mentors how to scale their businesses using online tools, direct response marketing, artificial intelligence, and much more. Now today I want to talk about the right and the wrong ways to use AI in your business. AI is here to stay. It's only getting more powerful, and I'll tell you, earlier this year I told people, be careful using AI. Now I'm saying you got to use it on everything because it's gotten so much better. It's improved so much. And so one of the first things that I want to mention is that ChatGPT Plus gives you a lot of great features to use. But even the free version of ChatGPT is incredible to use. And so make sure, if you've never used AI before, get an account with ChatGPT and start using it. And how can we use AI? Well, the number one way is using it as a brainstorming tool. This is how I use it. I use it to come up with ideas. It basically, I'm able to filter a lot of my data through it. So I have a platform, a software that takes all of my trainings, all of my coaching, everything that I teach on, and it transcribes it. And then I take those transcripts and I'm able to ask the AI questions about the things that I've taught on. And so what this does is I have what I've taught transcribed into words. The AI then reads those words and then is able to filter different outputs as far as ideas, such as what are the best topics to talk about on Instagram Reels? What are certain patterns? What are things that are similar to things? Can you break down a certain workflow? Can you analyze this piece of content? And it can help you with your market research, give you ideas for lead magnets, outlines, help you write sales copy, come up with content ideas, and much more. And these are a lot of the things that I know a lot of coaches and mentors are like, I just don't know what to do. Well, here's the cool part about it, is that when you use an AI strategy correctly, which we're going to be talking about in this training right here in this podcast episode, you can feel confident in the outputs that come with it. But you do want to learn to also tap into your intuition. Intuition is a huge part of using AI the right way that I think is missed by a lot of people when you're using it for your marketing. So for me, what I do is I have the AI give me a bunch of ideas, and instead of getting overwhelmed by it, I just skim the ideas that it gives me, and whatever pops out at me, there's a thing called the reticular activating system in our brain. And what the reticular activating system is, it's actually part of our nervous system, to where anything that is related to what we care about and are focusing on stands out to us. And it can physically create a sensation that stuff is actually popping out of the screen or on the page to you when you start to learn how to do it. The way that most of us have experienced the reticular activating system is that, like, when you buy a car, you see that same model of car everywhere that you go. Well, with marketing, and maybe you're listening to this right now, you see that AI is everywhere, and you're starting to understand all these different things about AI. Once you start focusing in on the right things in your business, your intuitive factors start coming in. And so you have the AI, which is very logical. It really doesn't understand intuition at all. And then you have your human factor that you add on top of it. That's the right way to use the artificial intelligence. So the way that I've always used AI is I will tune my nervous system, my mind, towards what my end goal is, okay? So I get clear on what is the end goal. And the ultimate end goal of any time we're using AI in our business, two things. Really, in my business, there's two things that are most important to me at all times. Number one, how can I get the people who listen to me the most financial gains in their life? Okay, so that's number one. What's going to move them from where they are to maximizing financial gains in their life? Okay. Number two, what is going to get the people who follow me to buy all of my stuff that I have to offer and create the most financial gains in my life? And when we combine those two things together, and basically the stuff that is people are going to buy the most aligns perfectly with what's also going to deliver people the most results, that's high integrity right there. That's also high profit. That's a great strategy for business. And that's what I tune everything that I do in my business around. So now when I'm using the AI, I'm thinking about that. And I'm not really necessarily thinking about the money side of it most of the time. That's more the high level strategic side. But when I'm looking at the AI, I'm thinking about, okay, what is going to get my clients the most results? Okay? And what is the number one thing as well that they desire to learn the most about? So those are two very important things to think about now. What do they desire the most? Because when you can tap into people's desires, you can lead them to the thing that's going to produce a result. Unfortunately, some of the best coaches in the world don't know how to do this. They have great information, they know how to help people, but they actually lack one of the key elements of being a leader, which is knowing what motivates people. What do they desire the most? What is their deepest desire? And it might be separated from the actual result that they're coming to you for. Somebody's desire might be very different from that. And so you got to learn to marry those two together and walk that tightrope. When you can learn to then walk that tightrope, you can tune your reticular activating system around what people want. And now when we ask the AI to give us ideas for lead magnets, for content, for podcast episodes, for YouTube videos, we're already thinking of, okay, what is going to produce this result? Now, you got to learn how to understand who your target client is, what do they actually want, and what does produce those results. And that does come from experience. That's extrapolated out based on the actual experience that you have, the experience that produces results in the lives of the people that you work with. And so if you're not producing results in people's lives, or you've never produced a certain kind of a result, that is going to be one of the first things to look at, is what actually produces those results. And you start to find a group of people that you can get results with. For me, in my life and in my business for the last 21 years, I've been helping and building, mentoring and coaching businesses. So I know what gets results. I also know what beginners struggle with that stops them from getting results. Now, oftentimes what beginners struggle with that stops them from getting results isn't the same as what they actually want. And if I just lead with what they need, this is key right here, okay? If I lead with what people need only, I will not have the influence and the leadership capability with the people that I'm leading, because I'm merely dictating and telling them what they need, but I haven't tapped into their desire factors. So when you can learn to marry the desire factor, which ultimately that builds trust. When somebody can trust me as a leader, and I need to prove myself to be trustworthy, and I need to be somebody who is trustworthy. When somebody trusts me as a leader, now when I lead them to the thing that they need, they are more likely to take action on it, to do it, and ultimately to see results. So really, the number one most important thing is figuring out what do people desire and how can I build trust in their mind that I can deliver those results. And the way that we do that is we create content, we create trainings. I figure out what is the area that people want to learn, that they're struggling with, what are they wanting to grow in their businesses, and what can help them produce those maximized results. And then I start delivering valuable information to people using this exact same framework that I just talked about. With that, I then bring that over to the artificial intelligence. I also bring the transcripts of those same trainings. So this is the other key to it. You bring the transcripts of those trainings, and you have the AI analyze those transcripts and understand what the subject matter is. So once the AI understands the subject matter, now it can start to brainstorm exactly what the needs, desires, goals, and main things that are going to produce results in people's lives and businesses is going to be. And so now when I'm brainstorming and I'm coming up with these ideas, I can feel confident that because the AI, I've now tuned it to the things that are in alignment with what those desires are. And the way that we do that is I take the transcripts of my training. I can literally take the transcript of this training right here, this podcast episode, bring it into the artificial intelligence and start to ask it questions. And I actually want to show you a demonstration of how we do this on screen right now. If you're watching on the YouTube version, we're about uh, 9 minutes and 47 seconds into it, and I'm going to pull up on screen a transcript and how we use AI to be able to do really, really cool things with it. Okay, so here's a transcript of a training that I did with my coaching group on Monday this week. This was the training that I did with my coaching group right here. I was teaching an incredible topic, and it gives me a summary of it about the importance of creating and launching new offers and how to stay consistent with those different offers, planning ahead, copywriting, how to strategize all of this. It was a big strategy call, okay? I have the transcript right here. Now, built into Otter AI, they have AI chat, which is really, really cool. So I can now go in and I can say, generate me 20 pieces of content for Instagram Reels I can make with what is taught in this session. This now gives me ideas for Instagram Reels. I can also go in here, generate me 20 YouTube video titles I can record based on this training transcript, okay? And so this, built right into Otter AI, is able to give me these different outputs. The number one activity that grows your business. How to plan your business growth in 14-day cycles. Eliminate time-wasting activities. The power of rotating offers to consistently grow your email list. That's a really good one. Take this and map out a detailed outline of this YouTube video. Okay, so this is the AI that's actually built into Otter AI, but you can do this with any sort of AI software. But I love that this is built right into Otter. I can literally just ask this without having to go into another application. And it uses the Claude engine behind it. Here's a detailed outline of the YouTube video, the power of rotating offers consistently to grow your email list. Introduction, importance of growing your email list, overview of key strategy, the problem with one-offer businesses, power of rotating offers, how to implement this strategy, case study of how I've done this. This is amazing. Literally, this could be a whole training right here that I can do, and maybe I will. I might record this as a YouTube video right there. So that gives me a lot of great ideas. Now, take this outline and translate it into 20 Instagram Reels, okay? Now this gives me 20 ideas for Instagram Reels. Why relying on one single offer can stagnate your business, the echo chamber effect of promoting the same offer over and over again, how to identify your core offer, the list goes on. And you can see that based on my actual transcript, it's able to do that. And so that's one of the key ways that I love using AI. Another thing that you can do if you don't want to invest in something like Otter AI, there's a couple of different tools. Notebook LM is really, really cool. And it allows you to pull into it any sort of YouTube video that you might have. You can pull a YouTube video into Notebook LM. Let me go here into Notebook LM and pull this up. Okay. notebooklm.google.com. And if I go ahead and I can take a YouTube video, I can go to any YouTube video that I've uploaded to YouTube and immediately start asking questions about the transcript of that YouTube video. So for instance, here is a YouTube video that I did, $40,000 a month strategy right here. I'm going to add this into YouTube. Okay, now I can start to ask it questions. And so I can start asking questions of the YouTube video by pasting it as a source right here. It can also generate me a podcast. Any questions I want. What is the most important aspect of getting new clients in a business? And I can start to develop this out. I can even go here, generate me 20 ideas for YouTube videos that could be part 2 of this video. Here we go. I can take my top YouTube videos and be able to do this, and the AI is literally going to give me these ideas. It's just going to generate them for me using Notebook LM. Amazing. It's thinking really hard on this one. Here we go. All right. Psychology of persuasion, how to ethically influence buying decisions, crafting an irresistible offer, beyond great information, building trust with free value, mastering the art of storytelling, overcoming sales objections. Great. map out an outline for a video about this. This is one of my key things that I'll do is I'll have it take the video and then I'll have it start to map out an outline for a video, and that starts to expand the ideas together. This is one of my top ways of coming up with ideas, as I literally just have it brainstorm and generate ideas, and then I have it map out outline ideas, and then take those outlines and turn them into other things right here, okay? Generate me 20 pieces of Instagram reels based on this outline. And I can literally paste the outline below that as well as part of the question. Whoops, I think it's too long for the question, so we'll just do that right there. Okay, generate me 20 pieces of Instagram reels based on this outline. And I can also save this over to the note as well. I can save this as a note, which is really, really cool. Convert all notes to a source. Now the note becomes a source that it can start to base itself off of. That's amazing. So now it can actually pull up ideas based on that outline right there. Okay? Objection versus opportunity. So these are all different ways that I love to use. Notebook LM is free that you can use. You can also go into YouTube. Any YouTube video gives you access to the transcripts. If I pull up a YouTube video right here, I can go over to this YouTube video here, pull it up on screen, and if I scroll down to more, I can click on Show Transcript, and now here's the transcript right there. This is actually what Notebook LM is pulling from. Toggle timestamps. I can copy this transcript, and I can use it in any other version of AI that I want, like ChatGPT or Grok or Claude or different things like that, you know. Generate me 20 ideas for lead magnets to promote my business based on this transcript. So 99% of what I do with AI is I'm literally pulling transcripts of what I'm talking about and having it generate additional ideas based on those transcripts. And one of the keys that I love is actually pulling transcripts of Q&A sessions, actual Q&A sessions that I'm spending time with people doing Q&A with them. And then by leveraging that Q&A, I'm able to answer those questions in additional pieces of content. Let's see, AI-powered marketing starter kit, 10-step guide to building a 10K coaching business, niche discovery worksheet. Again, these are actually great ideas for lead magnets right here. So AI is your tool to be able to come up with ideas, and it's what we use in my business to come up with 99% of the ideas now that we do. I take my own experience and what I know how to do into the training, into the teaching, but the AI helps me brainstorm those ideas and what angles to take with stuff, and it's really intelligent and really effective at doing that. Okay? Listen, if you're somebody that wants to grow your coaching business, to get more clients and make more money, I'd love to work with you. In our Client Growth Accelerator program, we work with coaches and mentors every week to scale their businesses to making multiple six figures. And we have a proven system that'll work for you with that. You can watch below. There's a link to a training all about how to get 10 to 20 brand new clients in your business and how to work with us in the Client Growth Accelerator program. Click the link, check that out, and I'll see you in next week's episode of the Grow Your Life podcast. We'll talk soon. Have a good one.